Hi guys, I'm back and we're going to make this video short because I'm actually about to go to the library and just like work on some stuff and probably edit the video that I just did, honestly, and just put it up. But yeah, I'm about to go to the library, so gonna make this short and quick. This video is about I moved to LA, making a big jump from literally East Coast to West Coast to follow my dreams, your dreams, whatever you feel like you're led to be doing, God is telling you to do. If you're not a believer, it's okay, because honestly, God will always find a way. But yeah, I'm very God-centered, so if talking about God makes you uncomfortable, I'm gonna tell you now, my intention is not for you to be uncomfortable, but it's like you're asking me to not be myself. So this channel will be talking about God a lot, because that's just who I am. So why did I come to LA? If you ask anyone who knows me, wow, my lashes gluing together. Anyone who knows me from middle school to high school, I have always said, when I graduate, I'm moving to LA or New York. I'm moving to LA or New York. That's my dream. I feel like I'm called to this. That's where I need to be. When I was younger, I was like, oh yeah, I just felt like I always had something in me that was telling me like I was made for something greater. I'm still trying to figure out if that's in the entertainment, but right now I'm being led to the entertainment industry, so that's what I'm going to pursue. I'm not going to put any stops to it. So that's what I'm out here doing. So when I graduated college, oh my gosh, that's a whole nother video talking about the transition of graduating college and not having a job, or having a job and not being content. No one prepares you. No one prepares you. When I graduated college, it was so hard for me because it was like, now what do I do? Like, what do you do with your life when from elementary school to middle school to high school to college, your course was set? Or like, even if you didn't go to college and you probably experienced the same thing when you were graduating high school, and it's like, oh, now what do I do? Because I don't want to go to college. It's still the same, because it's like, now my life is my own and I have to figure out what that is for myself. So I got pushed into like that kind of season of my life where I was figuring out, do I want to get a full-time job and work corporate and both? Because I have a marketing degree from the University of Georgia. So it's like, do I want to get a full-time job in the corporate atmosphere and build myself up to being a CEO, CMO, whatever it is? Do I want to do that, or do I want to follow my dreams? And I've had internships. I was miserable. I had really good internships. I worked at Target Corporations in Minneapolis. Literally had a manager telling me, like, honestly, your heart isn't in this. Like, I know, like, this isn't where you're meant to be. Literally, the manager told me that. She was like, I don't even think you can succeed in this atmosphere because you don't want to. And I'm like, you're right. Like, I don't want to be here. I'm waking up dreading my life every single day for this entire internship. Even other internships that I've had, it was just like, I'm about to do this for the rest of my life? Like, what? Like, that to me, like, I couldn't fathom having to do something that I didn't want to do. And it's not even like, oh, like, you can endure, you can build money, you can, like, that's what they teach you in school. Like, yeah, graduate, get a job, and just, like, live. That's not living to me. I'm gonna do something I truly want to do. Some people are okay doing corporate. Some people are okay being engineers. I was not. Like, I have the brains, yes. Like, I graduated high school, salutatorian. I graduated college, summa cum laude. I graduated with honors, both from high school and college. I'm smart. I can do whatever I want. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a matter of like, oh, I have no brains, or I have no skills. Like, I could be a doctor if I wanted to. I could be an engineer if I wanted to. I don't want to. And it's just so hard to believe that, like, I've always been the type of person from a very young age that it was like, if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to do it. Even if it's like, oh, you're wasting your brain. What do you mean by I'm wasting my brain? Just because I'm choosing to help people through entertainment doesn't mean I'm choosing to neglect what God gave me. Like, no. You are just as important being a doctor as you are being a janitor, literally, because it's in service of other people, and God calls us to be in servitude of other people. Like, we're not in this world for ourselves. We're in this world to build his kingdom, to affect different people, to work for him. So whatever gifts that I have and whatever he placed in me to pursue, I'm gonna do that. So this is long story short, but I can definitely extend it if you guys want me to. I spent a year from March of 2018. I said, I'm gonna go to LA. Like I'm gonna move to LA. Like I have to. June came, like I was like saving up for LA. First, I had to save up to buy a car because my dad was like, he bought me a car when I was in high school, but he was like, when you graduate, I'm gonna give the car to like your brother. So like you have to get your own car. So I saved up $3,000 to buy my own car. My dad gave me $2,000. My sister lent me $2,000. Bought a car like $8,000, and now I'm like paying my sister back, but I have no car note. And my dad was like, yeah, that was a gift for graduation, so you're fine. So like I had the resources to be able to do that. And if you don't have the resources, you can still make something work. This is just my journey. That doesn't mean it speaks for yourself. So after I bought my own car with cash, which was something I was so proud of, because I was like, this is not going to hold me back from, a car note is not going to hold me back from achieving my dreams, which is why I wanted to buy it in cash. And it's a 2015 Nissan Sentra. Like, it's not like an extravagant car, but I'm starting out. I don't need extravagant things. I've always been good with lesser, literally like lesser space, lesser stuff, everything. So from June, I was like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm moving out to LA. By October, I had saved up, got my car in cash. October 2018. From March, started saving up. Every dollar I got from my graduation party, every dollar I got from tax refund, everything I got, I put in savings. I'm also a makeup artist. I make wigs. Everything I put into savings. And it was very hard because it's like, if I was like 90% of my income was allocated to savings, Tide, or bills. I'm over here living off of like $50 a week, but it's like, that's what I gotta do to make my dreams come true. That's what you're gonna have to do. If like, it's people are like, oh, these are dreams, these are dreams. Dreams become plans, and plans come to fruition when you're obedient, you have strength, and you follow them through. So me being in LA, everyone's like, oh my gosh, Jessica, you're doing this out of nowhere. No, I'm not doing it out of nowhere. I told you I was gonna do it. I planned for it. I put things in place to make sure it happened, and I'm here. Me surviving the same way I got here, I'm gonna survive. Like, that's not a question. And I have like, I'm smart. Like, don't doubt me, because if you're doubting me, you're doubting my God. So October, got my car, and then from there, I was in a beauty pageant. That beauty pageant, it was a blessing and a curse. It was a blessing. I had to like rack up some credit card debt, and like ask people for money to do the beauty pageant. And when I tell you, my community poured into me, it was such a blessing, because I was just like, wow, all these people giving me money to support my dream. And in addition, like, you know, I have the tools to be able to do it. But like, after the pageant, one of the judges reached out to me to do a short film with her. That we did it in January. It was amazing. I ended up using that footage for my reel, which I created yesterday, put my reel together, and I've been applying and auditioning, but that's besides the point. But like, from also that beauty pageant, a lot of the contestants were like, yeah, all of our income is being a nanny. I was like, huh? How are you gonna like, how are you living off of like being a nanny? But like, you know, I'm humble. I'm not gonna like knock it. So I was like, okay, cool. So that's how you make money? I need to make money because I need to get to LA. So I'm gonna pack my stuff up and get myself there. So I became a nanny for this wonderful family. How I found the family? God, period. They like, they paid me like $400 a week, which was lesser than I'm used to in terms of being a nanny. Like, that's like the bare minimum you should be earning, like $400 a week for a full-time 40-hour-a-week job. So they paid me $400 a week. That was $1,600 a month. I worked with them for like 3-4 months. So that was like, you know, upwards of like, math, $5,400. Yeah, $5,400 in 3 months. And of that money, I saved up $3,000. The rest were like bills, paying off my sister, all that other stuff, living off of literally still $50 a week. Like budgeting, budget. But it's okay. Like, you will find a way if you are headstrong, what you want to do. So I did that. Saved up $3,000 to move to LA. So basically, people were like, oh, I came to LA with $600. I came to LA with whatever. I would say I came to LA with $2,500. That's all I have to my name right now. And I'm content in it because where I'm staying right now, I'm staying with my mentor in LA. And how I met her, that's another story. Like, I met her 2 years ago by the grace of God. When meeting her, I didn't even think I would, like, she would be my avenue to be able to move to LA and be my family here. She's been an entire blessing onto me. But like, when I tell you, God. But that's another, like, literally that's another video. But yeah, so she was like helping me. She was like, yeah, girl, we're gonna get you here, we're gonna get you here, praying for me, all this other stuff. Booked January 2019, booked my flights 3 months ahead. I was like, you know what, it's like I'm over here like doing all these stuff. I'm prepared, like I'm ready, like let me just do it. January 2019, I booked my flight like a few days after New Year's, paid $150 for a one-way trip because like my sisters are graduating, but I don't know when I'm coming back for their graduation. So I was just like, you know what, I'm not even gonna let that stop me trying to figure out those details. One-way flight, booked to $150 to LA. And from that point on, it was just like, okay, preparation mode. So downsized half of my closet, gave all of it to like Goodwill, donations. Basically, I was just like, if this can't fit in the trunk of my car, because I shipped my car for $830 from Atlanta to LA. If this can't fit in the trunk of my car, I don't need it. I'm not taking it. So dumped all that stuff. And then like, yeah, downsize. I only, on the plane, I flew with Southwest because I knew I was going to have bags and I didn't want to pay a lot. So all I have is 2 50-pound bags, which is the max, and my carry-on and my book bag. That's all I came with. That's all the clothes I had, literally, after downsizing. And all of my shoes I put in my car because I was like, you know, some of the stuff I can't give away. I know it's not going to fit in my suitcase. So, yeah. Basically prepared for this day. And the thing is, like, I was a nanny, but I was also working at Banana Republic part-time. I was also making wigs. I was also still doing makeup. I had like 4 revenue flows. So it was like I was living off of like that $50, but not really, because I had so many other sources of income, and I was also saving that money as well. So it wasn't like I was just using it. Like I like, when I tell you my expenses were cut, like I didn't get to work out the way I wanted to because it was like my neighborhood gym, like you couldn't do much with that. Don't have a gym membership. Didn't really go shopping like that. I went shopping once. I regretted it, like around Christmas. I was like, oh, let me treat myself. It was a bust. But yeah, so like, don't shop, don't really go out. Like when I tell you, I was like home, work. It was like, okay, let me tell you my day, regular day of me being back at home in Georgia, planning to come to LA. Woke up 6 o'clock in the morning, went to work by 8 o'clock. From 8 o'clock until 4, I was a nanny for this sweet family. And then from there, from 4, I went home, ate like 15 minutes, and went to my other job at Banana Republic from 5 to 10. A lot of times throughout the week, if I wasn't going from 5 to 10 at Banana Republic, then I was making a wig. I was at home making a wig, or I was doing something else. Like, I was making money regardless. My time was making money. So like at 10 o'clock, came home, literally went to bed by like 12, woke up the next morning, did the same thing over and over again for months. And it was like, yeah, it's depressing, but my boyfriend was so supportive. My family was so supportive. My dad doesn't know I was a nanny for a while, but that's another story because he got his own issues. But I love you, Daddy. Maybe this is how you find out, but it's okay. But yeah, so yeah, literally said I was gonna do it March 2018. And that's another thing. I told everyone I was gonna do it, and it wasn't like posting on social media. I didn't post anything on social media. It was more so like, hey guys, I'm gonna do this, so that like for me, it was like it became more real the more I said it to people. And that was very important, because sometimes people choose to like dream, but it's like your dreams are prophesied by your mouth. Your dreams come true by the words of your lips and by your actions. So as you're saying it, you have to prepare your mind to do it. And that's what I was doing. So I started literally just like my mind was just like, you're going to LA. You told and it's not even like, oh, you told everyone, now I have to do it. It was more so like, you told everyone, so it's real, you know? Like, everyone knows that you're going, so like, are you just gonna sit at home? No, I had to be on grind mode to like hold myself to my word. It wasn't about holding myself to like what I told them, was holding myself to my word. So I planned for it, budgeted for it, cut down. I'm here. Been here for 3 days. Sleeping on the couch in the living room. Content doing so. I'm looking for an apartment now, and with the money that I have saved up, I'm gonna use that to like pay my deposit for my apartment and all that other stuff. But yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, so right now I'm looking for more nanny jobs. But I also transferred from Banana Republic, so I work part-time right now at Banana Republic. I haven't started yet because like they're still doing the paperwork and stuff, so I haven't started there yet. But I'm actually not even sure if I'm gonna keep it, because retail doesn't do much for me, honestly. It's like, if I'm making a wig, minimum I'm getting paid $20 an hour based on my rates. Like maximum like $50 an hour, you know what I mean? As opposed to saying, oh, I'm going to Banana Republic, getting paid $10 an hour. No. So yeah, so yeah, that's the story. Wow, that was 17 minutes. But yeah, so yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you want me to answer anything, that's really just what's coming to my heart. If you guys ever want to make the move, if it's ever like, I want to move to LA, but I don't know, I'm scared, all this other stuff, you won't be scared if you plan for it. Like, when I tell you, everyone at my surprise dinner was like, how do you feel? Are you scared of all this other stuff? I'm like, no, I'm ready for this. I'm at peace with my decision. Like, I know I'm going to be fine. Because there was even situations where I was like, God, if you want me to do this, let me do this by this time. He gave it to me. I was like, God, if you want this, let me do this by this time. Each time I was given it, because the thing is, my goal was $3,000 by the time I needed to go. But even based on my income, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna make that, because I had so many other bills and other stuff to do. But he still gave it to me. And then before I was leaving, my dad gave me some more money. So it was just like, I had it. Like, and I didn't think I would have it, even though I was holding God to it. I still, like, you know, you have doubts. So yeah. But that's it. Like, comment, subscribe, give me details of like I try to be very responsive. I'm horrible sometimes, but like literally I would try to answer every question that comes my way. If I can't, I'm gonna make another video, because this is easier than I thought, and I'm not gonna edit this down, so y'all just gonna watch the whole thing and it's gonna be okay. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Wow, when I tell you, this beat is what I made in my last video, my very first video. If you guys haven't seen it, see it. But yeah, I look so cute. I tried to lay my edges, but the sun melted it away. Okay, but yeah.